10, 9, 8. Relax. This isn't a rocket launch. It's a countdown to the bizarre mistakes humans keep making. Mistakes that science still scratches its head over. You think we're the most intelligent species on the planet? Sure, on paper. Yet somehow, we still behave like we're running on some outdated operating system full of glitches. Today, with the lens of science and reason, I'm going to take you on a deep dive into the paradoxes, the odd habits, and yes, even the laughable quirks that researchers haven't been able to fully explain. So buckle up for a journey that's equal parts serious and sarcastic as we uncover the strange human errors science still can't explain.
Number 1, phantom phone vibrations. Your leg buzzes. You panic. Did you miss a call? Is someone texting you? Nope. Your phone is sitting across the room like a smug little rectangle that wasn't even near your pocket. Congratulations, your nervous system just gaslit you. This delightful brain fart is called phantom vibration syndrome, and it's way more common than you'd think. Studies show up to 90% of people with cell phones have experienced it. Apparently, when you're so glued to your phone that it becomes an extension of your flesh, your brain decides to start hallucinating it. It's like Pavlov's dog, but instead of salivating at a bell, you twitch at imaginary buzzes. The theory goes that your nervous system gets oversensitized, kind of like an overly dramatic actor in a soap opera. Every random muscle twitch, every stray fold in your jeans, every brush of air, your brain translates it as, "Alert! Someone needs you! Quick, check the screen!" Except no one does. It's just lint. Your brain is a stage mom screaming, "Action!" when the camera isn't even rolling. And here's the kicker. Even when you know it's fake, your body doesn't stop. You still check, because somewhere deep inside, you'd rather look like an idiot glancing at your empty hand than risk missing that one life-changing text that never comes. Basically, your spinal cord is LARPing as Verizon customer service.
Number 2, exploding head syndrome. No, your head doesn't actually explode. Sorry to disappoint the Michael Bay fans, but it sure feels like it wants to. Imagine lying down, drifting peacefully to sleep, and suddenly it's like someone dropped a stack of cymbals inside your skull. Bang! Crash! Gunshot! Whatever flavor of auditory chaos your brain wants to cook up that night. This gem is called exploding head syndrome. Nobody knows why it happens. Some think it's a glitch in how your brain shuts down for sleep, like when Windows freezes mid-shutdown and starts screaming at you in error messages. Others suspect it's tied to stress or sleep disorders. But the truth? We don't really know. Science just kind of shrugs and says, yeah, that happens. Good luck. It's harmless, technically. No lasting damage. Just you, wide awake at 2 a.m., clutching your pillow, wondering if you're dying, and then sheepishly realizing it's your own brain doing improv sound design. You can't even brag about it either. Try telling a friend, "Hey, my head exploded last night." They'll either call a doctor or an exorcist. The irony? The scarier it feels, the more it happens. Anxiety is fuel, and your brain is a pyromaniac with a lighter. Sweet dreams. Number 3, the human yawn virus. You don't want to yawn right now. Seriously, don't do it. Because the second I say the word yawn, your jaw twitches like a marionette, and boom, there it is. Welcome to the stupid magic trick of biology, contagious yawning. Scientists can't pin this one down. Sure, they say it's about empathy. You yawn, I yawn, we bond as fellow exhausted primates. Cute theory, but then why does my dog copy me too? Is he empathizing or just mocking me with his superior nap schedule? Nobody knows. Some studies show yawning contagion drops if you're less empathetic, like in people with certain neurological conditions. But that still doesn't explain why watching a stranger yawn in a YouTube clip can suddenly hijack your lungs. The weirdest part?
We don't even fully understand why we yawn in the first place. Oxygen intake, brain cooling, evolutionary leftover. Pick your favorite half-baked explanation. The only fact is this. Your body is a drama queen that sees someone open their mouth and immediately thinks, guess I'll do that too. So next time you're in a lecture hall and one person yawns, just know you're about to witness the fastest domino effect in biology. Contagion, but make it boring.
Number 4. Sleep paralysis demons. You wake up in the middle of the night. You can see your room. You can hear the fan humming. You know you're awake. And then you realize you can't move. Not a finger, not even your tongue. It's like your body forgot to boot up while your brain sprinted ahead. And just when you're freaking out, your imagination decides to drop in a guest star, a shadowy figure standing at the end of your bed. Congratulations, you've unlocked Nightmare DLC called sleep paralysis. Science's explanation: your brain has a terrible sense of timing. Normally, when you dream, your body is paralyzed so you don't karate kick your partner in the ribs. But sometimes your brain wakes up early and you're stuck halfway, alert, but frozen. And since the human brain loves to torment itself, it often adds hallucinations. Dark shapes, heavy weights on your chest, whispers, intruders. Every culture has its own version. Demons, witches, aliens, ghosts. Really, it's just your neurons doing interpretive dance with fear. And sure, scientists can wave their hands and call it a REM sleep malfunction, but if you've ever lived it, it feels less like a malfunction and more like a trial run for the horror movie you didn't sign up for. It's biology's way of pranking you with your deepest fears while you lie helpless, starring as the world's worst escape artist. Basically, it's your brain saying, hey, I know you've got work tomorrow, but how about 5 minutes of pure terror first?
Number 5, déjà vu. You walk into a room, hear someone speak, or pick up an object, and suddenly it's like you've been here before. Not just a vague similarity, but a bone-deep certainty. This has already happened. Except, of course, it hasn't. Déjà vu is the most common supernatural feeling glitch of them all, and scientists still can't fully untangle it. One theory says it's a brain misfire, like your memory system accidentally files now into the already happened cabinet. Another claims it's a split-second delay between different brain pathways, so your perception and recognition are slightly out of sync. A mental echo, like hearing yourself on a bad Zoom call. But here's the kicker. Even knowing the theories doesn't make it less unsettling, because in that moment, you know something cosmic is happening. Maybe you dreamed it. Maybe it's parallel universes brushing shoulders. Maybe you're Neo in the Matrix, and the déjà vu is your clue that the simulation just reloaded. Whatever it is, déjà vu feels like your brain is trolling you with spoilers from a movie you're still watching, and you can't even pause to figure it out because it's gone as quickly as it came. Just a ghost of familiarity that leaves you staring at the wall like a confused goldfish.
Number 7, brain freeze. You're innocently enjoying an ice cream, living your best life, when suddenly your skull decides to reenact a car crash. Instant, stabbing pain right between the eyes, like Zeus himself threw a lightning bolt at your frontal lobe. Yes, it's the infamous brain freeze, technically called sphenopalatine ganglion neuralgia, which sounds like something you'd be billed $1,200 for in a hospital. So what's happening? The current theory says cold hits the roof of your mouth, blood vessels constrict, then rapidly dilate. This quick vascular freakout confuses the nerves and your brain misinterprets it as head pain. Basically, your body is so bad at handling ice cream that it sends a migraine as punishment. And here's the fun part. nobody actually knows why the brain routes that pain to your forehead instead of, your mouth where the problem started. It's like the nervous system went, let's spin the wheel of pain locations. Ding, 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 forehead it is. The best advice science gives you is press your tongue to the roof of your mouth to warm it. That's it. Billions of dollars in neuroscience, and the solution to a pain that feels like God is stapling your brain is just tongue it better?
Number 8, tinnitus. Silence doesn't exist. Not for you. Not when your ears decide to crank out the world's most annoying remix, a constant ringing, buzzing, or whooshing that no one else can hear. That's tinnitus, the ultimate uninvited DJ of your auditory system. Sometimes it's caused by actual hearing damage. Sometimes it pops up for no reason, like your auditory nerves just wanted to cosplay as a broken radio. What makes it so maddening is that there's no off switch. Doctors will hand-wave explanations about auditory processing or phantom sounds, but really, it's your neurons having a noisy house party with no respect for noise ordinances. And sure, you can try to mask it with white noise or distract yourself, but in the middle of the night, when everything's quiet, that ringing becomes the star of the show. It's the only concert where you're the audience and the band, and you didn't buy a ticket. The worst part, science can't actually explain why it persists in so many people even without hearing damage. It's like your brain is running a Windows background process it can't close. Control-Alt-Delete doesn't work. Sorry.
Number 9, the hiccups. Hiccups, the world's most adorable torture device. 1 second you're fine, the next your diaphragm spasms like it's doing CrossFit, and you sound like a malfunctioning rubber duck. Science's great explanation? The diaphragm gets irritated. Cool, thanks, real thorough. Nobody actually knows why hiccups exist. They serve no survival purpose, they don't help digestion, they don't warn of danger. They're just this bizarre evolutionary leftover, like Appendix 2.0. Some theories tie them to amphibian ancestors who used similar reflexes to gulp air, which means every time you hiccup, you're basically cosplaying as a tadpole. Congratulations. And let's not forget the cures, holding your breath, drinking water upside down, getting scared. None of them are guaranteed because science can't offer you a real solution. You're at the mercy of your diaphragm until it decides to stop throwing tantrums. Hiccups are the biological equivalent of your computer randomly freezing for updates in the middle of something important. No reason, no benefit, just chaos.
Number 10, the placebo effect. This is the crown jewel of human glitches. You take a sugar pill or get a fake treatment, and suddenly you feel better. Pain lessens, symptoms fade. Your body acts like it was medicated, even though it wasn't. That's the placebo effect. Your brain's so gullible, it can scam itself into healing. Doctors know it's real. Double-blind trials have to account for it. Some patients even improve from fake surgeries. Science suspects it's tied to expectation and dopamine, the brain releasing feel-good chemicals because it believes it should. But here's the delicious mystery. Why do the effects sometimes rival real medicine? Why can your belief override biology? It's equal parts inspiring and humiliating. Inspiring because it shows the brain's hidden power. Humiliating because it means your body can fix itself but refuses until tricked with a tic-tac in disguise. It's like having a lazy roommate who only cleans the apartment when you lie and say guests are coming over. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.